If you'd rather spend your weekends getting blacked out at Groove, if you're 18 years old and already drinking like a divorced uncle with a gambling problem, if you're leaving kids at home to chase Hennessy instead of healing, you don't need alcohol. You need handcuffs. And if that offends you, good. Because maybe you're the one I'm supposed to be talking to. Let's not sugarcoat this. You know me. I'm not gonna blame it on vibes, stress, or living life. Let's call it what it is. Alcoholism is turning South Africa into a walking funeral. And nobody wants to say it for some strange reason. It's always an excuse to drown their sorrows. Deep down, half the people already watching this are already planning their next drink. That's why I chose to publish this video on Friday. Because you want soft life Saturday, Angithi. It must end in vomit, regret, and missing ID books and wallet. Let's start with the rise of these Groove babies. It's Friday, they are preparing. 17-year-olds in Groove, 16-year-olds lying about their age just to buy Hennessy. You think that's cute? All of them wearing short skirts like that, advertising themselves? Not anymore. You've got teens in the club sipping on something they cannot even pronounce, and then when they wake up naked with their clothes ripped, they cry. Yo, Miguel, pass the jug, the brown thing, man. Leana is strong. The one with the nice one, man. Pass that one. It must be cold. Miguel, is this tequila or apple cider? I don't care. Pour it anyway. We're here for vibes. You've got kids grooving like there is a competition to see who can black out first. Children, they haven't even done their matric yet and they're drinking more than you. And then the next morning, they wake up in a stranger's room, their clothes have been ripped off, naked, smelling like heartbreak and vomit, crying like, what happened to me? I'm gonna open a case because I was sexually assaulted. And then all their friends say, yo, you were wild last night. It's a sick Charlie story. Wild? That's not wild. That is trauma. That is danger. That is a destroyed youth on a 2-for-1 vodka special. And then after all that drinking, all the blackout weekends, all the bottle wars and throwing up on yourself like it's an Olympic sport, you want to go and cry and ask, but why is the life expectancy for Africans so low? Why do we die so young? Why do we stab each other at taverns? Sifelani, why do we bury so many at 35, 40, and even 20? So you're telling me you cannot see what you're doing to yourselves. You're out here drinking diesel disguised as brandy 5 days a week, chasing it with energy drinks that could kill a horse. You haven't seen a vegetable since you were 5 years old. You think hydration is just drinking vodka with more ice and mixing it with other cold drinks. And then you're confused why your organs are tapping out early. You're 18 years old and you're walking back home like this. And then you wonder why you die at 30. Even your ancestors are watching from the afterlife like, Haibo, this one is speeding towards us. This one is going to be the youngest ancestor we have here. You are dying faster than the potholes are being filled. But instead of slowing down, you just go, I know, one more round, Buffet 2, one more round, gents, 1, 2, 3, let's die happy. You're not going to die happy. You're going to die bloated, you're going to die broke and breathless. This isn't culture. This is abuse. This isn't healing. This is accelerated destruction on ice, and we are clapping for it like it's entertainment. We as the people of South Africa have been convinced that over-drinking is good. Legacy, ownership, investments, health, what happened to that? We are focused on who can finish a bottle of Jameson first and still walk straight. All those trendy videos of a girl putting a whole savannah in her mouth going like this, and she gulps it all in like 10 seconds. Insanity. Alcoholism isn't just killing our weekends, it's killing our homes. Families are broken. Fathers who drink instead of showing up. Mothers numbing themselves just to forget what their partner did, leaving them alone with the kids. Siblings who fight like enemies because the liquor made everything 10 times more intense and 10 times bigger of an issue than it already was supposed to be. Every fighting essay starts like this. Hey, who drank my black label? Who drank my black label? Nyamfuna, ugupi. Drinking culture is modern day suicide around here. Look around you. This is what our culture is now. You wake up, go to work. If it's Friday, don't watch Summer Sambit's videos. Alcohol, Saturday, alcohol, Sunday, babalaz, hangover with pap and chakalaka. Monday, complain about life, get back to work, repeat. You are a slave. That's not living. That is dying on a schedule. You are slowly dying. And the worst part is that people wear it like a badge of honor. That's life. I finished a whole bottle by myself, my man. Yo, dog, I was finished by 2 p.m. I blacked out twice. My friends had to carry me upstairs. It was lit. You blacked out. You blacked out. Your brain shut down to protect itself. That is early brain damage on the rocks with a lemon twist. Ask yourself this. Maybe you think I'm being too harsh. Okay, name one person you look up to. Someone you respect, admire, or wish to be. Okay, cool. Now tell me, do they drink as much as you do? Thank you. Exactly. That's what I wanted to hear. You've never heard Elon Musk say, I built SpaceX off of brandy and brutal fruit. Nelson Mandela didn't survive 27 years in prison just to come out and say, way back there too, now I'm getting plastered every Saturday till I cannot spell my own name. At least I know what I'm doing. Every time you see me film a video drinking something, it's always water. It's water, juice, or cold drink, maybe Fanta grape or something. I'm saving my liver, my friend, so that when I'm 70, I don't need to carry it in a cooler bag to the hospital. I'm saving my liver and my lungs so that I don't cough like an idiot in my 50s. Cool. You're out here straining your liver like it owes you rent, slapping it every single weekend. Like, yo, bro, how about those next rounds? You're gonna make it, right? And I'm sure your liver's like, oh, please, God. Y'all treat your livers like ANC treats ESCOM. Overworked, neglected, feeling completely irrelevant in those situations. I'm sure you don't even think about that because the influences around you convince you to think you're doing something right. Yo, I'm only 32 years old and the doctor says I've got liver problems. You don't say. You don't say. You've been drinking mysterious chemicals like you're trying to kill a hippo every Friday night. And then even your kidneys are in the group chat saying, hi guys, I think we should tap out. And then you've got liver problems. Your kidneys are literally contemplating whether to tap out or not. Who are we kidding? I'm sure they're like, who are we kidding? Even if this idiot dies, he'll probably do whatever he can to make sure he keeps drinking in the afterlife anyway. Drink water. Phuza amanzi. You don't need alcohol to have fun. Phuza amanzi. You're not a fish. You don't need to be swimming in poison every weekend. Sama, you don't understand. I need something strong, man. Yes, you do need something strong. It's called self-discipline. Drink water, mfethu. Your skin will glow. Your mind will clear. The yellow bones will run to you. And your ancestors will finally stop sighing every time you open a bottle. Every time you walk into the tavern, your liver starts praying. Oh, Lord, not again. He's gonna drink again, please. I was just recovering. This man is crazy after 1 week. Drink water, you broken water tank. You're out here posting gym pics, but your blood is 98% red square. What's the point of abs if your urine smells like Casa Light? Drink water. You don't need Hennessy to have charisma. You need sleep, water, and maybe some Wi-Fi. You don't need alcohol to be fun. You don't need it to be confident about yourself. You don't need it to survive the weekend. Stop thinking like that. Stop thinking that because modern culture told you being sober is boring, you need to drink. You want to know what's not boring? Self-control. Being healthy to be able to see your grandchildren. Peace, success, being there for your partner. You want to be powerful? Learn how to enjoy a Friday night without the bottle. That's the new flex. Now look, let me be fair for a second. I'm not here to say never go out, never have fun, never touch a drink ever again. No, I'm not your pastor. I'm your mirror. There's nothing wrong with going out once in a while. Maybe it's been a rough month. Maybe the boss is toxic, it's not a really good work environment for you. Your deadlines are choking you, maybe you haven't seen your friends in weeks and you just saw them again and you just need a night to breathe, Cool, I get it. We all need to laugh, loosen up, and let go sometimes. That's human. We're not lab experiments. Or maybe your heart just got shattered. Maybe someone dumped you. Someone you really loved left you. Maybe the guy promised you the world and then he dipped the moment you got pregnant. You're just trying to forget that pain. And I get that. Maybe your friends are saying, come out, Mogel. Let's get you out of that headspace. Let's dance. Let's distract you. Let's make you feel alive again. Fair enough. That's not wicked. That's healing, right? Even heartbreak needs a little groove therapy sometimes, right? Maybe you just need to dance around to forget about it. But there is everything wrong with going out, knowing that you've left your little children at home alone, unfed, unwashed, unattended, you out here shaking hips, spilling savannah while your child is crying for you from a cold, dark shack, you're sick. You're not blowing off steam. You're blowing off your responsibilities, you sick freak. That is not grooving. That is neglect, and you should be arrested. Some of y'all are out here getting bottle service while your kids haven't even had cereal or that purified little porridge for the night. You're in VIP, but your toddler hasn't had clean nappies in 3 days. You are a sick freak. Seriously, what in the hell is wrong with you? You watch these cases on the news about parents who leave their child in the car and then it gets hot and all the windows are closed and then the child dies and then they're arrested. What about you going to Groove, leaving your child there unattended in the cold night? Because if your child is your second priority after a brutal fruit and beats, you are not a parent, you are a ghost with a DNA test. Alcoholism is the most legal form of slow suicide in South Africa. It's killing the youth, the homes, the dreams, and your future. And you're laughing about it like it's a skit. But one day, your body is going to laugh back. And it's not going to be funny then.